What's happening? What's happening? You already know where we at. We in the trap. You already know where we at. Make sure you hit that like button coming on in, man. And you already know that them haters gon' hate. They hate us cause they ain't us, and you know what we tell them. Yeah, let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back, came a long way.
Let's get it.
I know that they mad, but
How y'all feeling this morning? Let's go.
That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey.
Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, let's get it.
That what make them hate. Hey.
We make them hate, y'all.
They just in the way.
Yeah.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Yeah.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now.
Let's go.
Bitch, I probably average your career high. We the one they hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we holla f a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar. Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma, for the summer, run up them numbers. I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing.
Cover your ears, Mr. Dicker, yeah.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Let's go.
Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate.
Hey.
That what make them hate.
Yeah.
That what make them hate. Hey. And we just getting cake and they just in the way.
Hey.
That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way.
Hey, let them know where to go when you want to hear some of this good cowboy talk. You know, I am your plug for everything about America's team. I go by Landlord from Alabama. That's who I is. Yes, sir. And we in the building today. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Make sure everything's set up pretty. What's going on? What's going on? You already know where we at. We in the trap house. And you know, we in the building. Let's get it. Shout out to Randy Jackson in the building. Shout out to James Simmons in the building. Shout out to Joe Gonzalez in the building. So Gonzalez, I've been calling you Gomez for about the past a few weeks. So why you set up there and let me do that? That's Gomez, right? Shout out to you. Shout out to Hoodlum in the building. Shout out to Akeem Brown. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to Sadiqa Child, the team mom. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up, coming through, stopping by, hollering at your boy in the trap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Texas Breed, Cowboy in the building. Shout out to T Smooth. Shout out to everybody in the building rocking with your boy, man. We in here. Shout out to Tyrone Gilliard in the building. We in the building. Man, how y'all feeling this morning, man? We signed us a cornerback, you know. I guess you can say that. I guess, you know, they say we did. You know what I'm saying? They say we signed a cornerback. You know, no disrespect to the young man, but, you know, I'm not too familiar with him. He is a second-round pick, they say. I'm trying to get my stuff together. Y'all bear with me. But, yeah, they say he is a second-round pick. You know, he played at Minnesota. He did a training camp at Miami. His name is Mackenzie Alexander. I'm sorry, I ain't even tell you the man's name. But from what I seen, he been playing slot corner most of this time that he's been in the NFL. And we really don't need a slot. I think Bland has been pretty fine in the slot. What y'all think? Shout out to Axon Jackson in the building. I think Deron Bland was pretty fine, mighty fine in the slot. You understand? So I don't think we need a slot. We need a outside corner of anything. Hoodlum said he's trash. Good grief. Shout out to Cowboys Fun Chapel in the building. How you doing, sir? Don't say he trashed that quick, Hoodlum. Good grief. He might be all right over here, though. You know, we asking him to do other things. Tyrone Gilliard says, Landlord, would you move Bland to the outside? To be fair, I believe Bland could do both, but I don't want to mess up something that's working. He look like he very comfortable. He look like he's finding himself in the slot. I would leave him in the slot. Shout out to Cajun Cowboy in the building. How you doing, sir? He been seeming like he been doing pretty fine in the slot, so I'll leave him in the slot. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. I think that'll be a smart thing to do. We don't want to put too much on his plate. Shout out to Tommy Montoya in the building. We don't want to put too much on his plate. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to make the same mistake we made for Jalen Tolbert, giving a young player too much to bear early in his career. That could hinder their development. You know, people fail to realize, as spectacular as Micah Parsons is, think about that. Micah Parsons even had to take a step back, y'all. Y'all remember that? When we was trying to do too much with Micah Parsons last year, we was trying to make him the green dot. We was trying to make him be a linebacker. We was trying to make him play outside and do all these other things, be a pass rusher. We was making him do like 5-6 different things at one time. And, you know, Dan Quinn even had to admit, like, hey, maybe we tried to give Micah too much. So Micah is he's a physical specimen. He's a unicorn. But even he had to take a step back. So maybe we shouldn't be trying to load they plate up like it's Thanksgiving just so soon. Give him a little time to get comfortable in the position that he in. Then we can move on and start building off of that, in my opinion. I would leave him alone because Bland is anything but in that slot position, and he's looking outstanding, you understand? He's looking spectacular. Now, I do want to get this OBJ foolishness out the way because they done made me mad. It made me sad. OBJ kind of made me feel like I was scammed. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys played along with it. They scammed us, y'all. That's what it looks like. Because how did he become from being healthy to not healthy to not working out to signing to not signing? They pulling the wool over our eyes, y'all. We've been hoodwinked. You understand? It reminds me of a story. This is finna be a very short story, but I remember maybe this was before social media. You know, my brother, you know, he used to do some kind of little slightly nefarious things out here sometimes. R.I.P. to him, but he tried to buy a video camera off the street, y'all. And when he bought the video camera, it was a nefarious guy selling them out the back of his trunk. And when he sold the video camera, he showed him it worked. He plugged it up. He showed him all the features and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? You know the deal too good to be true, but you know on the street, you still want it. So my brother purchased the video camera from the young man. Then, you know, the man goes on about his way. And now he takes the video camera in the room and look, he plug it up, put it in there. And guess what? It ain't nothing but a camera, y'all. You know, it was a real video camera, the one that he showed us and set up for us. But he sold us a camera that was posing as a video camera. And that's exactly how I felt. Then we went to one of our friends' house, fast forward some years later, and we told them about the story. How about the man scammed them too? That's how I feel. I feel like I've been scammed when I think about this OBJ stuff, man. They did all of this parading around. They wined and dined the young man. You know what I'm saying? They took him out, spent thousands of dollars on dinner for nothing. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? They need to just leave us alone. We done with OBJ now. Let's move on. They making me mad. She said, you are looking at it wrong. Mr. Deacon Charles, Jerry's medical team exposed OBJ medical team. Yeah, it just, you know, you right. I know they say it was health involved, but that's why I say I'm looking at it like I've been scammed. I'm not saying Jerry and them scammed us, really. But, you know, they had something to do with it because I believe they knew this man wasn't healthy, but they still sold him to us. But I'm saying I feel like I was scammed by OBJ. You know what I'm saying? Because he was been selling himself like he was ready. But then now we get time to work him out, and he won't work out, and he's not healthy apparently. So that's why I felt like I was scammed. But you know what I'm saying? He's a good salesman because he got me. But shout out to my boy Deron Bland. They says Mr. Deron Bland had the highest defensive grade in the NFL, y'all. That's impressive. For a rookie cornerback coming out of Fresno State, 5th round pick, to have the very best defensive rating in the NFL, that's outstanding, sir. That's exceptional work there, sir. You can't take nothing away from that young man. And we sitting over here looking at Kelvin Joseph on the other side, hoping he develop. And like, I'm not giving up on KJ just yet. I want to see him. Give me a couple of games to see him with full reps. And then if I don't like the results, I'll reevaluate KJ. Because I know he got talent. I know it's upstairs. Upstairs problems can be fixed quickly. But back off KJ. When you see him compared to what Bland is doing as a rookie, just imagine if we would have seen this from Kelvin Joseph last year. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you throw shots in the dark and you land the ones that you don't expect. Bland was a diamond in the rough that we didn't see coming, y'all. The Cowboys didn't expect to see this type of, you know what I'm saying, production coming out of Bland this early. They didn't expect to see this. But, you know what I'm saying, he shocked the world. This young man is spectacular. Now, I know he wasn't going up against the best wide receivers on the planet. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going up against the best quarterback on the planet either. But the traits, trust the traits. That's the same thing I said about him in the preseason. You got to trust the traits. It's not about what you're seeing, who he playing. You got to trust the traits that he has and his techniques. You know what I'm saying? The boy is smooth. He's comfortable in his stance. He's trusting his speed. He's not getting afraid when the ball's in the air. He got a lot of things that he's just confident in and he has no problem in. And I love everything I see from him. He has a smooth game. And he has a veteran-like presence. He real savvy the way he played the cornerback position, man. And I love everything I see from him. Shout out to Bland. Mr. Dicker Charles says, watch OBJ will be here. We will accept Jerry. He will accept Jerry's offer. If he do, he do, man. It's just been too emotional, Mr. Dicker. They've been taking us through this roller coaster, and I don't want to ride anymore. Okay? I'm done. Wake me up when they sign him. Because we've been talking about this man for 3 months now. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little frustrating, that's all. You know, it is what it is. Chad says he's going to NY. He said he don't want to be nowhere cold, but, you know, I don't really think he got the leverage right now. Shout out to Larry Lynch in the trap. You already know. You know where we at. We trapping on a Wednesday. It's going up on a Wednesday. Tyrone Gilliard said we don't need OBJ. We never needed him. Like I said before, it was more of a want than a need. Shout out to Damian Crow. I don't know if I've seen you many times in here. He says he played daily with the best in the game for 8-8. I don't know who you mean by that statement. Shout out to Stop 6 E Breeze in the building. What have you? He said Joseph gonna be good. I think so, man. Like real talk. I maybe like the draft evaluation in me, because I know I've seen a lot of stuff I like out of KJ and a lot of traits and, you know, pure athleticism that I just can't give up on him so soon. But I think he gonna be okay, y'all. Like for real. I'll be the one come back to Landlord and say you was wrong. Because, you know, I don't mind being wrong. But I'll be one of the only ones you hear saying that I believe KJ going to be all right. Watch what I tell you. He going to be all right. But he says Joseph going to be good. We got to let him play. He didn't get a chance to prove himself. Yeah, and the very small sample sizes that he been in, you know, it's been some bad situations, I feel like. He been playing man-to-man and, like, with no safety help over the top and just out of, like, in and out. You got to get this man some reps so he can get comfortable out there. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dicker said, no, he did not, Landlord from Alabama. That is how people took it. What you talking about now, Mr. Dicker? I might be lost now. What you talking about? I don't know. Let me know what you mean. Chad said, pronounce shod, Landlord. I don't know what you talking about. Oh, it's shod. Oh, okay. I said Chad. I got you. Shod. What's happening? Yeah, KJ gonna be all right, man. KJ gonna be all right. But, yeah, man, let me see. I said, yeah, OBJ scammed us. What y'all think? You know, my favorite show, Sounds from the Sideline. Them my boys though, man. Did y'all hear that Young Rain Dakota talking that talk out there? Man, them boys be making me want to suit up. I almost started doing like this out here, y'all. Getting ready. I was finna grab my helmet and get spatted up. Them boys had you ready to play. Now, did you hear that boy Dak said they don't belong on this field with us? That's a confident leader right there. When you hear your leadership speaking like that, man, it do something to you. He made me want to start playing football. I'm telling you, I wanted to suit up. Like, Dak talking that talk is different. And then he's very consistent. He be on the sideline every drive. Bad or good drive, he's still telling them, come on, man, let's do what we do. Keep it up. Let's go choke them. Let's put them down. Like, Dak stays a consistent voice out there on that sideline, man. And, you know, he's nominated for Man of the Year. You got to salute to Dak Prescott. He does a lot of stuff that we need, man. Shout out to him. I ain't even had the chat box on here. Y'all ain't even said, man. Good grief. Maybe it'll catch up. But Larry Lynn said, do you think Kendall Sheffield will be elevated if Kelvin Joseph don't develop? I don't know. I think he might just be a count body like a practice squad guy, just being honest. I think everybody will get an opportunity if KJ don't work out well. You know what I'm saying? If I doubt it though, y'all. I'm telling you, I got a strange feeling that KJ gonna step up. I could be wrong. I got a strange feeling that he gonna step up. Cause think about this. Outside of what we seen earlier this year, we was very confident in KJ. Like, we was very confident in KJ. We was begging to get Anthony Brown out of the building. Oh, she said Jerry did not string us along. He was trying to help us out, Jerry. Oh, okay, I got you. You know, it is what it is. You know, Jerry is a salesman, so don't forget that. He know how to sell. That's his area of expertise now. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie now. He is a showman and a salesman. Nobody knows how to sell a brand like Mr. Jerry Jones. Larry Lynn said, I think the same for Mackenzie Alexander, the new addition. What you saying, he account by it or he gonna step up? Shout out to DC for DC for life with a bunch of X's in the building. He said, what's good, Cowboy Nation? What's up, Landlord from Alabama? DC for life. Let's go, Cowboys already. He said, I think the same. Oh, what's up? Bruce got the toxic juice in the building. Jay Word in the building. What's happening? He says, all I know is for KJ, this is good practice game against Houston and the Jaguars, sir. Yeah, this is a confidence game right here. This is a confidence game for him. And I love it. I'm ready to see him get his swag up, you know what I'm saying? Sauce himself up, you know the vibes, like he say. I think this is good for him. You know what I'm saying? What I always say, I say this continuously, if you follow me. The cornerback position is very much so dependent upon confidence, man. You got to be confident to be a corner. Think about it. You gonna give up plays. So that's one thing I disagree with a lot of people in the nation too, because they trying to bury him because he gave up plays. Cornerbacks give up plays, man. That's the nature of the business. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give up plays. A good corner just don't give them up as much as a normal corner. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want to try to get him. We want to try to eliminate some of these big plays that he give up. That's our objective right now. We want to try to eliminate some of these big plays, see what we can do with him with safety help over the top. If you give KJ safety help over the top, I think he'll be fine. But, in a lot of the situations, as I said before, a lot of the situations that you've seen Kelvin Joseph in, he usually be man-to-man. That's tough that Von out for the season. Good grief. What's Hoodie Squad? Shout out to Mickey. Thanks for the $2 holler. I appreciate that, man. What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for pulling up and stopping by in the trip now. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate that. Shout out to Lord King in the building. He says next 2 games should be KJ. Get KJ enough reps to speed his process that he wouldn't get with AB or J. Lou in. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, I think I'm confident in KJ. I'm just being real. I think he's gonna be fine. Because you wanna know why? That's my philosophy. I trust the traits, man. I trust a player's traits. Now, you have to be able to project it when it comes to traits when you're talking about from the college level to the pros level. So you do have to put that into perspective or into account. But it's still, you know what I'm saying? I still trust my eyes. I trust what I see. I know Kelvin Joseph is a very talented athlete, and he was one of the special ones at first until he had some off-the-field issues. So let's see. Just give a man 2 games. Can we do that, Trap? Just give Kelvin Joseph 2 games. Give him 2 games starting. I think that's fair. Now, ain't nobody pleased what we have seen from him so far. We just being real. Shout out to Dean Cloud. Just being real. Ain't nobody pleased with what we've been seeing. So, I think it's only right. Give a man 2 games. Give him 2 games. And we'll reevaluate how we think about Mr. Kelvin Joseph. I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? For him to be a second-year player, that's the only reason I'm just giving him 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And he's had a few reps. His reps last season was pretty decent. Go back and look at his numbers. His numbers last year was pretty decent. Shout out to Jose in the building. Like his numbers last year in coverage was pretty decent last year, y'all. Know what I'm saying? So I think, it is a young man that's went through a lot of stuff. He got a lot of off the field stuff going on in his head. He almost got his career taken away from him. Like, so, he got a lot going on. Hopefully he can settle down and focus on football because this is a very important time for his career. I feel like this is probably the most important stretch that Kelvin Joseph gonna see in his career. I think that's the very, very most important stretch he'll see in his career right now. So, I know you're not listening, Mr. Kelvin Joseph, but if this message gets to you, it's your time right now, sir. It's your time. This is what you've been working for the rest of your life. Your whole life has led you to this moment. This is what all that extra work and all them extra reps then got you. So, it's your moment. You got to take it. You know what I'm saying? You can't play around because there's people lurking in the background ready to take everything you done worked for. So, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand. It's time to go get it, sir. Let's get it. I hope that message gets to him. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? I'm just a YouTuber in the trap. Trap. That's all. But I hope that gets to him, man, because this is important, man. You got a job of a lifetime. You got a job that people willing to kill for. So go and live up to your full potential, man. I think he can do it, though. Shout out to T-Mo. 419 in the building. What's happening? I think he can do it, y'all. I really do. I believe in him. I believe in my eyes, too. But I believe in him. But did y'all hear? I was talking about the sound from the sideline. But that boy Dak told them they don't even belong on this field with us. Now, I would love to hear my leader talking like that. Then, did you hear that boy J-Run? Nah, that was, who that was? Was that J-Run? Nah, that was Hook. Malik Hooker said about Deron Bland, he said, oh, that boy knows something. After he got that second interception, he said, oh, that boy 2'6" knows something. Hey, that ain't no regular dude. Malik said, that boy knows something. You know what I'm saying? Who seen that? I was lit. Like, hey, I was lit. That boy said he knows something. You understand? That ain't no normal activities for no rookie. Getting no 2 interceptions in a game. Then this man got 3 on the year. He got more than almost everybody other than Trayvon did, don't he? How many Trey got? Trey might got 3 or 4, don't it? Like, this boy got just as many picks as Trayvon did. That's outstanding. Mickey said, I haven't seen it yet. Gonna watch it after this. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. But, yeah, they lit, Mickey. They lit over there. They was talking that talk. Yeah, you seen the J Word. That joint was lit, man. I like that. Like, he said that boy knows something. Because I'm telling you, go back and look at my work, man. Like I said, I don't try to toot my own horn. I just speak with conviction. I want people to understand because I've done research. When I told them I got thumbnails saying that this is not your regular rookie. I got thumbnails saying this verbatim. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a regular rookie. And that the reason I made those thumb lines and I made those type statements is because I felt like I trusted my eyes. You understand? I trusted his tape. I trusted his traits. You understand? And that boy showed up. He showed up. But speaking of KJ, they said in 97 coverage snaps for Kevin Joseph last year, he allowed 7 receptions on 15 targets for 49 yards and 0 touchdowns, 2 pass breakups, and allowed a passer rating of 54.6. That's his numbers last year. Now, to be fair, they ain't looking that good this year. But I'm just telling you, he does have potential. So don't give up on your player so soon. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up on your player so soon. Okay. I don't know if I'm really dreading to talk about this, but, you know, Tyron Smith coming back, you know, I can't wait to see him. I ain't talking about dreading to talk about that. I'm really talking about dreading talking about this Texans offense. They are terrible. I love the censorship. Yeah, the censorships be like them BET movies Bruce got the tossy juice. They be saying something like nowhere near what them folks done said. Know what I'm saying? What, brother man? What do you mean? Mother fudge cake? They be saying stuff like that. And then they know them folks ain't said none of that. They do a terrible job of the translations on the sound from sideline. What in the French toast? Like, they be saying all kind of crazy stuff, man. But here we go. I guess we gotta, yeah, Mickey, that joke be funny. I guess we just have to talk about this dreaded, awful, god-awful Houston Texans offense. Man, these guys are absolutely terrible. I'm sorry. It ain't no other way to explain this. Know what I'm saying? You know, I'm Mr. Make sure you respect all of your opponents. Don't you ever sleep on nobody. The appropriate fear, that's what I preach, like my coach Popovich. But it's hard this time, y'all. It's very hard. Yeah, Mickey. Oh, Leaside. Where's Leaside Harrell when you need him? Man, they might need him to suit up. Like, I'm pretty sure Leaside can muster up, you understand? Enough fuel from all of that hatred for the Cowboys he got to get him some decent reps over there. Know what I'm saying? Maybe he can fuel himself off of that hate and be a cornerback or something, you understand? You know, that's my arch nemesis. I'm a wide receiver. We beef with cornerbacks. He seemed like the cornerback type. You know what I'm saying? But man, I tried my best to find something good to say about the Texans. The only thing good I can say about the Texans offense is Damian Pierce. That's the only thing good I can say about the young man. Out of Florida, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, out of Florida. 5'10", 218. He got 861 yards rushing right now. It's Damian Pierce a bust over there. You know what I'm saying? But listen to these numbers, y'all. Y'all forgive me, because I'm trying my best. I ain't even want to do a background check on these boys. You know, my background check is when I go and reevaluate your season and see if you done something noteworthy. See have you done something respectable. And they didn't even qualify for me to even take their application. When the Houston Texans came with their application, I just grabbed it, balled it up, and threw it out my way. I ain't even want to see it. I really should have told them they couldn't even come in the building, y'all. That's how bad their resume was. So I ain't even do the background check on them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't deserve a background check. But let's look at this rush. Okay, hold on. Was that defense? These boys rushing yards per game. The Houston Texans are 29th with 87 yards per game. Passing yards per game, they 27th. $21 at touchdown passes per game. Like every single stat, they are old enough to drink, y'all. These boys are old enough to drink with every single ranking they got in this book. That is just ridiculous. That is far too much to bear. What would you have me to do? What would behoove them to be trying to come to Dallas and play the Cowboys? I don't understand it. These boys allowing 31 points per game. That is ridiculous, y'all. 30th in touchdown percentage in the red zone. That means, so you mean to tell me when they muster up enough confidence to get down the field, to matriculate down the field and get to the red zone, they 30th in the red zone touchdowns? That's ridiculous. Mr. Eastside, where are you, sir? Because you seem to be around when the Cowboys lose or something. But we don't see you these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too fond of that, Mr. Eastside. You might as well go and crawl from up out of that sewer, sir. We need you over here to defend this foolishness that's coming from Houston. We need you to defend this. Somebody needs to explain this to me. And they got the nerve to be in the same great state of Texas as my Dallas Cowboys. They should be put out of there. Reminds me of Alabama being in the same state as Auburn. Auburn need to get up out of there, y'all. I'm sorry. They don't even deserve to be in the same state as us. That's how I feel about the Texans. Like, get them boys up out of there. Get them far away from us. Good grief. Do y'all even want to talk about the defense? These boys terrible all around, man. What do y'all want me to do? I'm trying to come up with some decent, formidable things to say about them. What you want me to do? They terrible. You see, when Lisa Harrell, he's the native troll of Cowboy Nation. He trolls all around. You understand? Shout out to Pizza Al Fuego in the building. Lisa Harrell, he's the native troll of every Cowboy chat box. If you find some Cowboy content creators, you gonna see Eastside. You know what I'm saying? That's just how he is. He said it's not paying anyone. That's when you gonna see Eastside. So he need to take up for this. Look at this. The defense. 23.3 points per game. Good grief, these boys don't do nothing well. You know what I'm saying? They don't do nothing good. Well, they got one thing they do good. 28th in yards per game. 378 yards per game, y'all. How do these coaches even got jobs over there? I know somebody done got fired over there. For sure. If they ain't got fired, they just got there. He said Eastside is hiding behind the trap house. Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole nice little soliloquy for Mr. Eastside. You know it's bad when your team, your fan of your team, he don't even talk about the Texans. He talk about the Astros. He started talking about a whole nother sport when you bring up the Texans with Eastside. And like I said, I don't even blame the man. I don't even blame him because it ain't much you can say. Mika said the only person I respect over there is Lovie Smith. I understand that, man, but it's only so much Lovie can do. You know what I'm saying? They are terrible. Like, they just traded their quarterback away, Mr. Massage, man. They trade Mr. Massage away. Know what I'm saying? What else they supposed to do? Traded D-Hop away. This team is just, what can they do? Shit. This hard being a content creator talking about the Texans. I don't know what y'all want me to do here. I don't understand the assignment, sir. You understand? What do I supposed to do? To be fair, they 32nd at rushing yards per game. These boys give up 169 yards rushing a game. Like, what do I supposed to do with that, man? Then the only good stat they got, the only stat that they have that's not old enough to drink, they won't be able to get in the club. They 13th in passing yards per game at 209.2. But I beg the question, do you believe that they only good at passing yardage because ain't nobody got to pass? What I got to pass for if you giving up 169 rushing yards per game? So you mean to tell me maybe one of the only things they do good might not even be legitimate? That might not even be valid. Think about that. That's sad. That's very shameful, sir. That's very distasteful. Shout out to Willie Vasher in the building. What y'all think? Y'all think that them being 13th at passing yards per game, do y'all think that's a correlation between them not being able to stop the run? Because if you can't stop the run, what I'm going to pass for? True Vibe says, I still don't underestimate anybody. Teams seems to suddenly show out when they play us. Now, you know they going to play their best. Shout out to the legend West Coast in the building. What's happening, sir? What's going on? But yeah, True Vibes, everybody's Super Bowl now. We was the Super Bowl team Super Bowl this year, the Rams. We was the Super Bowl team Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to play the Cowboys, man. It ain't no way around that. We are the very best team in the NFL. Far as brand-wise, and now we putting that same thing, we materializing that on the field. I feel like we the best thing there is on the field too. You know what I'm saying? I think we are the very best the NFL has to offer. You understand? But, man, the only thing they do good statistically is passing yards per game. And do y'all think that's a correlation? I don't think nobody answered my question. Now, I need a little crowd participation now. Do y'all think the only reason they good at passing, Mr. Bad Influence ain't in the building, what's swaying it? But do y'all think the only reason they good at passing yards is because they can't stop the run? Shout out to Choctaw, Montana in the building. We in here. Y'all already know we in the trap. You already know that. Mr. Run the damn ball in here, Mr. West Coast. Yes, sir. But I don't think nobody want to understand. See, y'all don't even want to talk about the Texans. See, this is sad. This a show about the Texans, and the people participating in the show don't even want to talk about the Texans. They fans don't even want to talk about the Texans. So what do you want me to do? As a content creator, what do I supposed to do talking about these boys? Man. But as I say, you do supposed to respect every opponent. You know what I'm saying? The only way the Cowboys lose this game, man, if we come in here playing with our food again, shooting ourselves in the foot, throwing the football for no reason when they give up 169 yards per game. Like, these are the only ways we can lose this game. It'll be a lot of self-inflicted wounds. That's the only way we can lose this game. If we come in here and look at this football team the way I look at this football team, I'm a fan. I got the luxury to look at them and discuss. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys don't have that luxury. I don't have to play. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you my real feelings. Those boys are terrible. I'm just saying. It is what it is. They are horrible. So, that's the only way we can lose this game. If the Cowboys come in here looking at the Texans the way I look at the Texans, we're going to be in trouble. If they come in here and allow Pierce to go off, they're going to be in trouble. If they come in here and have 36 penalties, you know what I'm saying? I believe we 31st in penalties too, y'all. Like, that was one of the bad things I seen. But if we come in here committing a whole bunch of penalties, committing stupid turnovers, you know, doing dumb double, triple reverses with Kellen Moore and stuff like that. If we come in here doing goofy stuff like that and can't stop the run and, you know what I'm saying, if we do all of those, a combination of those things, then maybe we could lose. It's going to take a lot of stuff to go right for them to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of stuff to go right for the Cowboys to lose this game. It's going to take a lot of stuff to go right for the Texans, I'll say. Because, man, this is just not a very good team. This is the worst team in football, and I'm not being hyperbolic. So, it's going to be hard for us to be motivated this game. That's what's scary. But in that same token, on the same token in that conversation, this will show a lot about your football team. This will. This will tell you a whole lot about your team right here. Because now, this is a game that's presented upon us that this game is all about the Cowboys. This ain't got nothing to do with the Texans. Know what I'm saying? They are a terrible football team, and they just standing here in our way. They crash dummies. They just here for us to beat up on them. You understand? So now, are we going to handle business? That's the question. Are we going to handle our business? Are we going to play with our food like we did against the Colts in the beginning? This is a us game. This is us playing. This is the Cowboys versus the Cowboys in a mindset type capacity. You know what I'm saying? This is us. We are challenging our mindset, our work ethic, our practice, our good habits, our bad habits. This is on us. This is what we're going to see in this football game. So like I said, even though we playing a very, very inferior opponent, this is a game to watch. This will tell you a whole lot about your football team. Are they going to come out here and handle business, or are they going to play games? Straight up. This will tell you a lot about your team. Shout out to Peter Rizzo in the building. What's happening? What's happening? Columbus Hill in the building. He says all three running backs and backup quarterback, the rush man, should all get straight up. I want to see Cooper Rush after halftime at the very least. Dak should not come out that gate and get on that field after halftime. He should not. Now, this is an NFL team, though. You know what I'm saying? But if we come out here and take care of business, man, Dak should not have to play the second half. Zeke should not have to play the second half. This is one of those type games. We should really get to see what Jalen Tolbert got to offer in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be able to see Malik Davis a lot this game. We should be able to see Nashawn Wright and, you know what I'm saying, Jabril Cox and them this game. We should see the backups a whole lot. We should have a lot of tape on these backups this game. And, like, I would be very disappointed if we don't, man. I would be very disappointed. Look at Jose Ultra Cowboy Christian. Shout out to you, sir. He says, daily reminder, Jalen Tolbert is booty. Y'all be giving up on players too early, man. Y'all be giving up on players too early. I told you the system, he hasn't been what we needed. Absolutely not. He's been, compared to what we wanted him to be, he has been booty. I understand what you mean. If that's the perspective you speaking in, you're right. But you got to understand the way this system is that Kellen Moore runs, man, it's a lot of stuff that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that you have to learn. And this is not the level of, you know, intellect that you needed at South Alabama for Mr. Jalen Tolbert. Like, you know, when you a good athlete, some of these good athletes get a little too carried away. Like, if they better than the competition, they might get a little sluggish in they mental aspect of the game or they workout. They might just be like, man, I ain't got to work out as much. I'm way better than these guys. Shout out to C. Burleson in the building. Sometimes the superior athletes get a little lazy and they need reassurance in some of their motivations. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he just got so used to being dominant over there in that small little conference that now he done hit the wall and realized, like, whoa, I ain't nowhere as good as I thought I was. So now he got to regroup and refocus and get back right. That's what I think he at right now. Ultra Cowboy Christmas said, what? Cowboys signed OBJ to a multi-year deal. October days I number next year. Man, you can't start the conversation like that. I thought it was breaking news up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Virgil Brown. I thought it was breaking news in here, sir. You can't start the convo like that, Ultra Cowboy. Don't do your boy like that. Man, I thought we done signed them up. Real talk, I thought we had signed him. Tommy Montoya says, I want to see Malik Davis run for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know, I made a good, yeah, Ultra Cowboy. You see how it look from my eyes, right? You started off like, good grief. I thought we was in there, Ultra Cowboy. Hey, that kind of had me. I was finna turn up in here, low key. But yeah, man, I want to see Malik Davis too. But you know, I was one of the people in the offseason said I liked the Malik Davis too. You know what I'm saying? I got videos on Malik Davis. You know what I'm saying? I like he got some good vision. He way quicker than you think, and he got some power. I seen him run a dude flat over. And when I seen that, you know, I told you I got them triggers. When I see stuff like that, hey, he won me over, y'all. I was in the dream world. Mika said facts. I went straight to Google, Landlord. Hey, we thought we were finna turn up in here. We thought we had OBJ in the building, man. Good grief. You had people typing real fast there, Ultra Cowboy. You had people typing real fast. Shout out to Micah H in the building. He said Malik be looking kind of Marion Barber-ish. Ooh. He be running folks over. I give you that. Cause you know I had a video that basically kind of like went kind of viral for me. You know, it had like 20, 30K. I was making fun of the dude he ran over. He ran a dude flat over, like made him fall back like 3-4 yards. So he ran with a lot of power, and I like that coming from him. Like, I can't wait to see him get some more opportunities, really. How y'all feel about him being your second running back next year now? That might be a thing. Somebody might not be coming back. No, I hope both of them come back. I hope we can keep this tandem together. I hope we can keep this duo together. But, you know, the way Stephen Jones operate, ain't no telling now. Outside of like some real crazy numbers, man, I like Tony so much, I might be willing to pay Tony, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't want Tony to lead the building at all. I'm sorry. Bojan and Pollard would be like a wet dream. Who is Bojan? I ain't familiar with him. Is that new running back they signed? Let me know. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm willing to. I'm almost willing to break the bank for Tony. I don't want Tony to leave out of here, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, tag Tony. Do something. Don't let him go. Just I don't care how you do it, how you get the job done. Just get it done. Shout out to Ready Red in the building. Yeah, I don't really care how you do it, but don't let Tony Pollard walk out of this building, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I would be very, very upset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the running back out of Texas. Oh, okay. You talking about coming in the draft. Yeah, I think he nice too. I like my boy out of Alabama too. Gibbs. I like him. He nice too. That boy fast. He right. And then I think, yeah, he was a transfer, so I think he coming out this year too, y'all. So I like him too. Them about the two best backs in the league in the college. He said Bojan won't be nowhere near our pick. You right about that, C. Burleson. They gonna be top backs. But you know they do disrespect running backs though. So he could still go low. He still could go low. They don't want to waste a big pick on a running back these days. Like, I believe Zeke, now Saquon probably was the last one. Saquon and Zeke, that was like the last ones that got like big time picks for a running back. Like, it don't happen that often. Somebody said, Browder was saying Zeke could take the D-Law deal and they both could be back. Zeke gonna have to work with us. Zeke gonna have to take a pay cut. I see that coming. Like, that's for sure. He gonna definitely have to take a pay cut. But Reddy Red said, Jose, yeah, for the toilet paper. Oh, you talking about supporting his Amari Cooper jersey. Shout out to Larry Lynn Sr. in the building. He said Malik Davis is that big dog that's in a group vicious dogs. Yeah, he a dog now. Faleo. He said, I agree. Bojan will be drafted higher than normal running backs. He's a different back. His receiving skills are top tier too. Okay, we'll see. Shout out to Jenna L. Chase in the trial. Yeah, we in the trial. Yeah, we in the trial. Yeah, you already know how you doing this morning. But yeah, we talking college now. But you know, I like my bag. You know, I'm biased. I'm from Bama. You know, I like my bag too now. Don't sleep on my boy Gibbs. But my son be talking about that back. Y'all talking about the I think he number 5 out of Texas, right? I don't watch Texans that often, but I think he number 5 for Texas. My son be telling me about him. Hey, Dad, you seen him? You seen him? Look, he raw. Every time I be like, look at Gibbs. You know, I'm a Bama guy. But, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, though. Like, I really would like to see Zeke and Tony stay in the building together. But I don't think it's gonna work. Shout out to Peter Rizzo with the $1.99 for your mind. Appreciate that, sir. He ain't even had nothing to say. He just wanted to show some love. I appreciate that. Jenna L. Chase said, did y'all see where the Titans fired their GM? Yeah, I heard that because they talking about because A.J. Brown did them too bad. I don't know. It probably had to be more than that. But, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, I ain't worried about no A.J. Brown. I got Trayvon Diggs, man. Know what I'm saying? I got Trey. And don't let that little one touchdown he gave up take y'all, you know what I'm saying, had y'all going crazy. I told y'all Trayvon be over there on his phone. He be meditating. The man be bored. Sometimes he gonna get caught slipping, y'all. It is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. This boy been shutting everything down. Know what I'm saying? He been shutting everything down. So, what I just said that one of my last screens. Didn't I say that? I said that exactly. So you know this dude, this practice squad dude is not finna be beating no Trayvon Diggs. I said that exactly. I said the one thing that I'm worried about, shout out to Coach Marv in the building. I said the one thing that I was worried about with Trayvon Diggs was him getting bored and getting caught slipping, and that's exactly what happened. I be speaking the future on this show. I be speaking the future on this show low-key. Who remember me saying that? Because I said those words exactly. But did you see when he got caught slipping, it never happened again. Trey locked this man up. He was in prison. He was in prison for sure. He didn't do anything else. Now, you got to think, bro, we all human. We all human. If Diggs know he been having such like superior coverage over here that can't nobody do nothing, you know you gonna get a little bored, man. We human beings. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know he got a job to do, but I really think he just got caught slipping that play. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't even expect them to go his way. And then, not only did they go his way, they hit him with a double move. You know, like, he just got caught slipping, bro. He just got caught slipping. Don't play on Dig's top like that, man. You know that's gonna be what everybody wanna love to talk about and will love to say. But I'm telling you, bro, the man bored over there. Ain't nobody throwing it his way. Mike A said Quinn called down Trey with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Trey wasn't. He just got caught lacking, y'all. It happens. The man is a human being. He go 2-3 games without even getting targeted these days. You throw it to him, you might sneak a catch in. You know what I'm saying? This time it was just a small little, you know, this time it was just a bigger bruise because it was a touchdown. Now, I hope y'all ain't stealing. Shout out to Reddy Red. Hope y'all ain't stealing in the trap. You know, I told you, man, just look out for your boy in the squad. A like for your boy, man. It will not charge your card. That's how I say. It won't charge your card, I promise you. It is free. Just to hit that like and share button, it's free, man. Look out for your boy. I'm trying to grow this thing on now. Don't y'all want to see this trap around the corner? We need to see this thing around the corner now. Let's get it. Choctaw said, I love the fact that my boy Zeke said, if that I'm trying to retire Cowboy 15 years and play my boy Pollard staying with me. Yeah, I should have figured your boy was Zeke, Choctaw. I should have figured that, being real, because you know you an Ohio guy. You know. I should have figured Zeke was your guy. But I ride with Zeke too. Zeke skint me. Like, it's odd the way you get respect from me. Like, when you do something good on my team, that's how you get respect from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of built different. Like, you can do anything you want to do to other people. But until you do it on my team, I be like, he all right. You know what I'm saying? He good. But, you know, he don't do all that on us. Like, just like Justin Jefferson. Like, he's been spectacular. I appreciate that, Virgil Brown. Think about this. Justin Jefferson been dominating the NFL, y'all. What has he done on the Cowboys? My respect different, y'all. I don't know. I'm probably super wrong to even think that way. But that's just how I am. I'm sorry. Like, until a person do something on my team, that's when I be like, okay, that's a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of crazy. Like, you gotta make me know it. I'm just built like that. I'm sorry. Let me know if I'm just crazy saying that. I'm just telling y'all the truth now. Like, Jefferson did nothing on the Cowboys 2 years in a row. But to everybody else, he's this, you know, wide receiver god. He's the best thing since sliced bread. I just don't look at him that way if you can't do it on my squad. But, you know, it does work in reverse, too, because it could be a player that's not that great. But if he cut up on my team, I might be like, hey, man, give that man some respect. You know what I'm saying? I might give him a little more respect than he deserved because he cut up on my team, too. So it worked both ways. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I move. I'm sorry. I could be wrong. You know? Micah A says Zeke ain't sweating TP or anybody else. Zeke trying to extend his career. Let TP carry the ball. Facts. Because that was one of the best things I seen on the Sound from the Sideline. The fact that Zeke and Tony are just brothers and everything else around them is just noise. You know what I'm saying? Everything else around them is just noise. And them boys seem like they got a genuine respect and connection with each other. And that it ain't no hate. Did you hear that boy Zeke said both of us? He said they gonna get tired. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that verbatim. He said something else, an explicit word. But he said they gonna get tired. You know what I'm saying? He said it's two of us. We ain't gonna get tired. So you gotta love that. You gotta love that. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, all these headlines, everything the media be pushing. I like that interview they had the other day together, man. Like, y'all just gotta see it's a different aspect. It's a whole different vibe when you in a locker room with somebody. Like, everybody else thinking that, oh, this newspaper and media articles and stuff is affecting these people, but that's not really true. You know what I'm saying? Not if they got genuine love and respect for each other. They might be looking at these headlines and just bust out laughing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already read that interview was fire. These Nats trying to get a hold to you, boy. But yeah, man, that was just I really love the way they vibe with each other, man. That's a great chemistry that they got. And the running back coach is awesome too. I like what I seen from him. Virgil Brown says, "How do you feel about us getting Tyron Smith back and Washington comes and he elevate higher with his energy with a deep threat over 20-yard catches, spreading defenses out more?" I got a lot of interesting takes. You know what I'm saying? They might not be popular like some other people, man, but I just try to speak my mind and what I feel. Shout out to Hawaiian Cowboy in the building. So, the things that I might say, you might not hear nowhere else. And, you know, a lot of times I might be right. A lot of times I might be wrong. But I'm not afraid to be. So, you said you as a fan is not going to get it. But as a coach, they needed to make a point, and with not only Zeke, but other players as well. Yeah. Believe it or not, from what I seen from James Washington, now, I don't know if people evaluate players like I evaluate players. I evaluate players from what the Cowboys need him to do. Not him on being an outstanding wide receiver or superstar. I got a great question. For those of you who are low on James Washington, who think he is trash and just think he cannot contribute to this team, I wish I could make a poll. What would you rate Cedric Wilson compared to James Washington? How much better is Cedric Wilson than James Washington? Because I know James Washington hasn't done much, but if we talking evaluating the player. Because Cedric Wilson was a no-show for a couple years. He was hurt. But, like, Cedric Wilson did all this amazing stuff yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He did all of this last year. He was nothing before last year. So, if y'all wasn't high on Cedric Wilson at first either. Think about that now. Don't forget that. Y'all wasn't super high on Cedric Wilson last year. I mean, year before last. He turned up last year. So, how would you compare Washington and Cedric Wilson? And that right there tell me a lot. I like Washington too. That's an unpopular take, but I like him. I think he can be I think he can contribute decently to this third wide receiver position. No lie. We don't need him to be a savior. We don't need him to be making 100-yard games. We just need him to add what he can add to this wide receiving core, and I think he can do that just fine. Okay. That's why I say I got some unpopular takes. I'm higher on Washington than a lot of other people. I think he can contribute. Coach Marv says, Landlord, did you hear Zeke and Tony? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. This is a different question. He said, did you hear Zeke and Tony? We needed start the game physical and not with all of the killing BS. Did they say that, Coach Marv? Did they say that? Or you summarizing what they said? Good grief. You know, yeah, I like what they were saying, like how they were saying like they need to force their will and how they gonna lay down. I like this right here let you know that this team is gangster, y'all. When you start hearing them say stuff like that, we gonna make them lay down. They don't supposed to be on the team. They don't supposed to be on the field with us. Them type of statements let you know that this team is gangster. And they ain't playing around with you now. Straight up. Michael A. says Washington was flashing in Pittsburgh when I saw him. Hope he can bring that. Yeah, man, this man won the best receiver. He won the Buckets Award, right? I think it's the Buckets Award in college. He won the best receiver in college. This man has something to offer. Cedric Wilson was never a receiver of that caliber. And I like Cedric too. But it's just crazy to see Cowboy fans just think Washington is just for the streets. And they know they wasn't high on Cedric Wilson, but everybody loves Cedric Wilson after 1 year. I think if Washington can't give us what Ced gave us, I believe he can at least give us a decent amount of that. You know what I'm saying? What Ced gave us last year. He had a pretty good year though. But I think Washington can do some of the things that Ced was doing. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that they the same type of receiver, but I'm talking production-wise. I think Washington going to come in day one and be wide receiver. He going to battle Noah Brown for wide receiver 3. And Shout out to Quan Cowboy Sports. Shout out to you. I think Washington is going to battle Noah Brown for wide receiver 3. And I honestly think that Washington might really get it, but Noah Brown, you know, he kind of mob tied in the Cowboys. So they might not just, they going to make James Washington earn it over Noah Brown. But I honestly I think his skill set might end up being better than Noah Brown, being real. But Noah been balling too though. It's kind of crazy. I gotta see what James Washington can do when he get on the field. But I'm talking about what I projected him as at the beginning of the year. And I think he can do it. Shout out to John Evans in the building. He said, "What's up, landlord? Just got turned on to you a couple of weeks ago and really love your content and your takes, brother." I appreciate that, sir. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Chata says, "When you say OSU, please don't use please use OSU for Oklahoma State. They're not OSU." Hey, I see. I ain't even said that. So Chata just be coming in here just want to talk real disrespect. I told you he want to challenge me to a duel, sir. Now you telling me what to say. Now I ain't even said nothing about Oklahoma State. He just in here talking reckless. I feel you though, bro. I feel you. You know that my boy there, Chata. Ultra Cowboy Christian says, "Go pull up James Washington 2019 stats before Big Ben's arm went noodle." You know, y'all gotta chill out with that, man, cause, bruh, Big Ben been washed for years. Let's be real. Pittsburgh does not fool around when it comes to evaluating a receiver. If Pittsburgh got you, bro, you know you doing something. Oh, okay, Chata. You know I'm just messing with you, bro. You know it's all love. You know I gotta add to the show when I can, sir. But if any team in the NFL know how to evaluate a wide receiver, it's Pittsburgh. That's a fact. So Pittsburgh drafted James Washington. This is no joke, y'all. Like, this boy can play. Pittsburgh track record on wide receivers has been flawless. You got to give them their props. Real talk. They drafted George Pickens. I wanted him last year. Look what he doing over there now. I wanted George Pickens last year. Know what I'm saying? AB, Juju. Like, Pittsburgh is a dangerous. They are bad mama jammers when it comes to evaluating wide receivers. And they picked James Washington. This man had a stellar college career. He just was hurt sometimes. Big Ben was terrible and washed. Claypool, yes, like these boys are some geniuses when it comes to evaluating wide receiver talent. And I know some Pittsburgh fans that's close to me, they telling me they hated that James Washington got let go. They said that boy can play. That's exactly what they told me. They said, man, I really didn't want James Washington to leave, bro. That's what they told me. They were like, man, James Washington can play. They were like, man, it just was a lot of stuff going on in Pittsburgh. They were like, y'all got a good player. That's what several different Pittsburgh Steelers fans told me. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Sheila in the building. Yeah, Choctaw. Yeah, Pickens. I got videos telling folks that I wanted George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? And people was talking about the off-field issues. I was like, I don't care. That's what I said. I didn't care. I was like, hey, man, the boy can play football. Draft him and let him play football. Look what he doing. Making spectacular plays left and right over there in Pittsburgh. John Evans says, landlord, I'm 55 years old and I have been watching football since I was 10. And Pittsburgh always drafted and acquired great wide receivers. So you're right on point. That's a fact, though, sir. That's a fact. And like, I don't, even though my knowledge of what I'm speaking on don't go far as back as yours, but in recent memory, they track record with receivers has been stellar. And you can't nobody deny that. Know what I'm saying? And he's been behind some big time receiver talent, y'all. Look. Think about this. James Washington was basically in the same position that Alvin Kamara was in Alabama. Did y'all know Alvin Kamara played for Alabama, y'all? This boy was behind 2-3 raw running backs. What can you do? Alabama was so low to that running back, y'all. Alvin Kamara couldn't even see the field. You would have thought he went up to par. Alvin Kamara went to play at Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get on the field. It was too many good running backs in front of him. And that's exactly close to the same situation that James Washington was in Pittsburgh. They had receivers out the wazoo. They had plenty of them. Choctaw said, yes, Pickens was my pick because I knew they were Sully and Coop. Yeah, you knew they had some nefarious stuff going on with Coop. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro, like, where you land at has a big time influence on how your career go. Know what I'm saying? People out there taking the trash out. They just started your boy for a minute. I thought I had to grab the gat. But where you land has a big time influence on how your career goes. Know what I'm saying? People need to understand that. So, you know, like I say, this is one thing you have to realize about me. Most of the time, I'm coming from a player's perspective because I played. I never really coached at a high level, so most of my thoughts going to come from a player perspective. So, when you think about it as a player, man, you can land at the wrong place and your whole career could go a different direction. Like, you can get with a bad coach and your whole career could go into a catapult. Know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's a player is out of their hands. So, give some of these players a little grace, man. That's what I want to leave y'all with. Give these players a little grace. Give James Washington like 3-4 games and see what he do. Give Kevin Joseph 2 games because he been in the system. I say give Kevin Joseph 2 games. 1 game, okay, he getting his feet wet. Really need about 3 to be real. But give him 2 games. First game, okay, you out there. Let's see. You might have butterflies in your stomach. You might be a little nervous. You're getting your feet wet. Let's see how you perform. Let's see how you respond. Okay, boom. The second game, now you got the jitters out the way. Now it's time to see, can you hold up? So, give Boss Man Fat, Kevin Joseph, KJ, give him 2 games to see how he responds. After that, give James Washington about 3 games because he coming back off injury. Yeah, he won a Belitnikoff Award. Yeah, I be getting them awards confused sometimes. They both start with a B. Butkus Award, I think that's for linebackers. But, yeah, he won that. That's what I'm saying. This man has a decent... That what Amari Cooper won that award. Like, bro, that man ain't no bad player. So, to me, that says that the situation kind of messed him up a little bit. Then he was behind some real good wide receivers, y'all. So, give James Washington a little grace. Give Kevin Joseph a little grace. And who else? That's about it. Them the people that we critical on. I say give KJ 2 games. Give James Washington like 3. Because he coming back from injury. He never been in this offense before. Give him a little chance, y'all. Give him a little time. I think he gonna surprise some of y'all. Like, and I'm telling you, that's not a popular opinion right now. James Washington gonna make some impact. I see people talking about he gonna be a practice squad guy. I see some people saying that he ain't gonna get no reps or make no type of contributions to the team this year. My bad, but yeah, I see people saying all kind of crazy stuff about James Washington. Nah. Remember, Landlord said this. I'm willing to stand on it if I'm wrong. I'm going to stand on it. But I like the talent. I believe he can contribute to this team. And it is what it is. That's how I'm feeling. But that's my time. I gave y'all a little overtime today. You understand? But, you know, your boy finna rock on out, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Please don't forget to like this content for your boy. I'm a little small YouTuber trying to do great things. So, them likes go a long way. Please like this content. It will not charge a card. Hit that like button for the squad. I should at least have 50 likes already. At the very least. Don't do your boy like that. Don't be stealing. And you know what I say, man. We the greatest. Shout out to everybody in the chat box, man. Come through, rock with your boy. You already know how we doing it, man. We the greatest. Let's get it.
Yeah. And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses bogging your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD.
Let's
I know
go.
my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see.
Yeah.
I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me,
Lord.
Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say.
They words are unimportant like prepositional phrase.
They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze,
but yet I rise like a phoenix. Show these people I'm great. And shout out to Mickey with the $2 holler.
We'll take a seat.
It won't charge a card, that's right. I appreciate that, Mickey.
And if you try to stop me,
you need a plan B, yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning.
For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning.
Every beat I eat and destroy it,
that's what the fans wanted.
The hot topic, you try to copy,
that's hard stopping.
Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming,
and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping.
I'm from the bottom,
let's go.
By the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood
to show my attitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These
niggas ain't half as cool.
I got different levels to tap into.
I am the truth.
I seen you say that in the chat about Top Talk. Get with your boy, send me an email. He said he got bars too, let's do it. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the greatest.
I know these haters
can't stand me.
We'll take a seat.
I do it for the family.
So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me.
Hey, that boy said the young poet got flows flowing that's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming, but y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These boys ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. These boys know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real people's spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the greatest. Man, I don't know if y'all feeling your boy, man, but just get with your boy, man. You already know that I'm a... Yes, sir. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.